Good morning, everyone. I would like you to know that I started recording an entire intro for this part, about 10 minutes or so. I was waffling on to myself. Luckily, I didn't unpause the game, because then I realised that I hadn't actually set my recording software to record. We nearly had I nearly recorded an entire part without actually recording anything. I would have just been sat here talking to myself like a lunatic. Also, I say good morning. It's Tuesday today. It's about 10 o'clock, I think, last time I checked the time. And I got sent home from work an hour into my shift because I'd been there for an hour and my manager rocked up and was just like, "Hey, Sarah, turns out I've got too many people in today and not enough in tomorrow. Do you want to go home and come back tomorrow instead?" And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. You couldn't have told me this yesterday, like before I got up at 6 o'clock in the bloody morning. In the middle of winter. Anyway, what the hell's going on here? I don't know. I've been away for a while because I've been busy recording Mass Effect 2. That's what I've been doing this week. So it's been about a week since I recorded anything here. Well, it was Spooky Day, wasn't it? I remember that being a thing. Yes, it was Spooky Day today. She's got work tomorrow. Oh, she's got a smiley face on stories and reviews. Is that because of that article that she wrote? On the football match. Yes, I remember that. I believe we also interviewed Cyclone. I remember that. So we need to write an article about Cyclone. She seems to be quite tired. She's ill, I've noticed. She's annoyed about some uneven cooking. That's probably because she's got a cheap cooker. I can't remember what she ate. But apparently it was cooked on the cheap stove, and that's not good. How's our puddy cat? Now, our puddy cat's a little bit hungry, but he wants to scratch his scratching post before anything else. His social's also down, but Magpie's a bit tired. It's freaking midnight, man. It's freaking midnight, and she's got work tomorrow. What the hell are you still doing up, woman? Oh my god, what was I doing last part? Jesus Christ. Okay, go to bed. Go to bed. Yes. Oh, there's my magic gnome. She's popped off somewhere. Where's she turned up? Magic gnome. Magic gnome, you've decided to pop round the back to say hello to the other pumpkin. That's fine. Yes, because we had Spooky Day stuff going on. I was going to say something. What was I about to say? Oh, yes, goal for this part. That was a thing I was going to do, wasn't it? Set a goal for each part. Well, where are we? We're still a freelance writer, which is fun. And what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, okay, so I do have a plan for this part, don't worry. I'm just, my head's not really, I was expecting to still be at work right now. Oh, my puddy cat's lonely. Oh, puddy cat. Oh, I knew this would happen. Maybe we need another puddy. Because this is always a problem when you've only got one puddy and you're working and stuff and you have to sort of find time to spend time with your puddy. But if you get another puddy, they can socialise with each other and then they don't need me anymore and then there's no point in me having them really, so... I don't know. She's an animal lover, so at some point she's going to want to adopt another puddy or maybe a doggy. We could get a doggy. That could be fun. Right, yes, goal for this part. We're going to furnish the rest of the flat, I've decided. At the minute, she only has 82 simoleons, which isn't wonderful, I'm going to admit, but I want to, by the end of this, have the flat completely furnished, sort of how I have it furnished, maybe a bit more than how I have it furnished, because I have my flat a bit sparse. I mean, for it to be like the way I have it furnished, this bit here, well, the table would have to be over there because I've got the dimensions off, but this bit here and this bit here and this bit here would all have to be cardboard boxes, which are still there from when I moved in that I haven't unpacked yet. So that would have to be a thing. But yes, I've got another little sofa in here, and I've got like a rug, and I've got a mantelpiece, but it's like an electric one. It's not a proper fireplace. But I mean, I don't think they have electric fireplaces in The Sims, so we could get a proper fireplace, which I think are quite pricey. How expensive are the fireplaces again? Because I think, oh dear, yes. So to get a proper one, that's 1,000. That's not too bad. I mean, making money is quite easy in The Sims. So I want to get my mantelpiece, my sofa, my rug. I've got a little coffee table. I've got a chair. I want to get all my pictures up on the walls and everything. I want to get my front garden done, if I can find a suitable wall. And what else do I want to do? Oh, there's a deer! Hello, deer! Oh, you're very cute. Hello, deer. I don't see deer anymore, living down in sort of, suburban England. Suburban? Would you call where I live suburban? Kind of. It's a sort of... I don't know if it's officially known as a suburb. Oh, the house briefly looked like the old house there for a second. It does that sometimes when you've demolished a house and then built a new house on top of it. Sometimes the game gets confused. And if you zoom out a bit, it'll briefly look like the old house. Yes, I used to see deer all the time in Scotland. Because, is that a horse over there? Oh, there's a wild horse just asleep on someone's path. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, hello, wild horse. Oh, you're lovely. Just asleep on someone's path. We never saw wild horses in Scotland. Are wild horses still a thing? I mean, there will be in certain parts of the world. There are horses in, is it the Sahara Desert? Or, oh, hello, horsey, you're awake now, are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Little horsey, have you not got like a bigger horse to look after you, like a mummy horse? Are you all on your lonesome? Aww, little wild horse. Yeah, there are wild horses in, I can't remember, is it the Sahara Desert or is it the... It's some desert somewhere, there are horses and they have no idea how they got there. Because like, oh dear, she only has an hour to get ready, that's not good. Jump in the shower, darling, and shower at the speed of light, and oh, your putty's gonna be... Maybe she'll have time to cuddle her putty cat, I don't know. If the putty wants to, like, get up and eat something, maybe she'll be able to give him a bit of a cuddle before she goes to work, because the pet social goes up really quickly. So that is, you know, something anyway. Yeah, there are horses in, I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's some desert. And they have no idea how they got there, because they didn't, like, evolve there. But they think they were maybe brought across in... I was going to say the war, but I don't know which war. Possibly World War One or maybe World War Two. But they think that they maybe sort of were taken across by the army and then just sort of got abandoned there. But they thrive. They thrive in the desert on their own. Again, I can't remember exactly which desert it is. But it was a very interesting story that I saw in a YouTube documentary. Because I watch things like that on YouTube, just, you know, stuff that looks interesting. Yeah, luckily her hunger's alright, so, you know, she should be able to hold out until they feed her at work. So, you can go and talk to your putty cat after you've done that, and, oh, she's not going to have time. It's trouble with brooding people, they take really long showers. It's not like that isn't exactly like me. Okay, you're clean now, so get out of the shower. There we go. See, she would have stayed in the shower longer than she needed to there. Again, exactly like me. I do, like, get clean and then... spend another 10 minutes in the shower. Just, you know, doing nothing in particular, just standing there. Putty, she wants to pet you. Putty. Oh my god, Putty. Stop eating and pay attention to your human, alright? She wants to pet you so you won't spend the whole day being lonely. Oh my god. She's going to be late for work because she wanted to pet her Putty. That's the best reason to be late for work. That's not a bad reason to be late for work at all. Go on, pet your putty. Yeah, talk about flies and ponds and smiley faces. Yeah, that's all good. Are you happier now? Okay, your social's gone up a little bit. Like, a little bit. You're hopefully not going to be, like, you know, suicidally lonely by the time I come home. Okay, how many? It's only 2 days till winter. Yeah, okay. Winter can be a sort of... Well, winter will be fun because we'll get snow and stuff, but sometimes the snow can be a bit annoying. Bit like in the real world as well. Like, that's another thing I don't have to deal with anymore now I live in England. It's kind of weird that sort of winters come in and I don't have to worry about snow. Like, by now, living up in Scotland, by now I would have snow tyres on the car. You know, I'd be making sure I've got decent footwear. I'd be getting my ice treads, the ice treads that you can put, like, on the bottom of shoes and things. She wants to get a promotion. Are you close to getting a promotion? Not really. You're also terrible at writing. Terrible at writing, but we're maybe going to sort that out, hopefully. Oh, practice your writing. Yeah, that's what I want you to do, because when she practiced her writing at work the last time, it went up really quickly. Much quicker than when she was doing it at home. How much are your bills these days? 93 simoleons. She actually can't pay them. Oh, dear. What have I been spending money on? Oh, I bought the PlayStation and stuff, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, if we're going to want to deck out the house, we might need to... might need to use some of the exploits that there are in The Sims to make thousands and thousands of simoleons very quickly. I'm sure we'll be able to do that. Although, it being autumn, there won't be many wildflowers around. That's usually my favourite one. Just go and find some wildflowers. But we can collect things like gemstones and stuff out in the wild. Yeah, collect gemstones and things. Actually, it's quite fun to make a Sim who, like, just doesn't work and just goes out and collects gemstones or... you know, beetles or whatever, and sells them to earn a living. That can be quite fun. How you're 14 days until you become a proper cat. Well, a grown-up cat. You're a proper cat. You're just a bit little. That's all. You're just a little cat. Oh, she's doing a little sad meow because she's lonely. Also, she's a he, isn't she? Because I called her D'Artagnan. It's a he. It's a he cat. Oh my god. Don't be disrespectful to the kitten. I don't know. What are you doing? You're being startled. I don't know what you're being startled by. Because there's no thunderstorm going on. Maybe it's the terrifying pumpkin. Startled by the terrifying pumpkin. Let's light the pumpkin up. The pumpkins will eventually just... why are you sad? What's wrong with you? You're surrounded by too many people and you're a bit ill. Yeah, okay, that's knocked her mood right down. She is squeaky clean though, so that's something. Yeah, I forgot she was a bit ill, isn't she? But that's fine. It's only for 4 hours. Sims get over illness really, really quickly. And I was a bit ill for a while, actually, in the real world. Kind of, not really. You know when you have that annoying thing where you feel like you're getting a cold, but it never develops into anything, but it never really goes away either. And you're just like, oh my god, will you just do something? Either go away or, you know, become a cold. Do something. Jesus Christ, I was a bit like that for a while. But, you know, it's probably just the changing of the weather as we roll into winter. Yeah, anyway, I was talking about winter down here compared to winter up there, wasn't I? Because, I mean, where I am, we are, like, in the most northern part of England, where people literally have a reputation for being really tough and hardy and, like, going out in shorts and t-shirt when it's freezing cold and things like that. But I can tell you, compared to the north of Scotland, like, down here you never get that bite in the air, that Scottish bite when it gets proper cold. I mean, I remember last year, I'd been living down here, like, a month, and I went back up there for my birthday. And honestly, the difference, because my birthday's November, the difference in temperature from down here to up there is unbelievable. I mean, yes, all right, it gets cold down here in November, but going up there, it was like, I mean, I was like, oh my god, how have I become so unconditioned to the cold and only been away like a month? It was, yeah, gets kind of cold. I mean, although I know that, like, Scotland doesn't get cold, like countries that get cold, places like Norway and Canada and stuff like that, when those kind of places get cold, it gets cold. Scotland can't compete with that. But the difference between the north of Scotland and the north of England, you wouldn't believe it, it's only 300 miles. But the difference is unbelievable. Also, it always snows up there. Every year it snows. The snow isn't always very impressive, but, like, every year it snows. It usually snows for, like, a week in November or December, and then, like, a week in March. That's what we usually get, unless we have a particularly harsh winter, and it snows a bit more. But, I mean, it always snows every year. And because it's rural, where I lived, like, I mean, you know, you could drive an hour before you hit a main road, like, because it's so rural. Everybody, they've got the snow tyres on the car from about September. Everybody has a snow shovel in the boot. You've all got your ice treads just in case you need to walk somewhere where it's icy. You know, you've got, like, things in the car, like, you know, people keep things like blankets and snacks and stuff in the car in case you go into a ditch and get stranded, you know, and the snow shovel in the car in case you go into a ditch and have to dig yourself out, that kind of thing. Down here, no. Because, I mean, aside from anything else, everything is so close. Like, you're never more than 10 minutes away from a shop, or a main road, or civilization. It's like, you know, everything is just so close together. You'd never need to, like, survive in the car overnight, like you might have to do in rural Scotland if you go off the road on, like, a rural country road in the dead of night in the pitch black, and maybe you don't have any phone signal, and you can't get your car back out. You might have to survive there the night. That's never going to happen down here. Ever. And I don't know, it's just weird that it's, like, it's so different. I mean, it's a different bloody world up there, honestly, and it's, like, it's only 300 miles north. But, you know, it's kind of... It's sort of weird, the fact that kind of winter is approaching and I don't feel like I have to prepare for it. It's strange, but, you know, kind of fun. What's going on? Neither of them are very happy, are they? You're quite lonely. You're just surrounded by too many people and ill, and both of those are annoying you, and that's fine, because that's very me. Like, you know, I can handle being surrounded by a lot of people. Connor's going home, oh my god. Is that because he's the boss, he gets to go home early? Because that's not how it works where I work. Managers work 3 times as long as I do, I'm telling you. There it is again! The house looking like the old house. Bloody hell, game. Pull yourself together. How close do I have to get? Oh, now it's kind of like a hybrid. Yeah, there we go. Now it's sorted itself out. You know, normally when I'm playing The Sims, I would have it sped up when she's at work, wouldn't I? I would just speed that bit up and whiz through until she comes home again. But you know, I want to talk about stuff, alright? This is my self-indulgence series where I'm just like, I'm just going to talk about my life. Because nobody in my life wants to hear me talk about my life. So I'm just going to waffle to myself and kid myself that somebody might actually watch the video. Right, it started raining. Oh my god. Bloody autumn for you. Are you going to come home at any point? There we go. She got 299 simoleons at work today. Oh dear. That's just enough to pay her bills. Okay. She wants to send a text to Victoria Andrews. Why? Are you in danger of not becoming friends with her anymore? Because I've not been making her socialise. I've been making her work on her writing because, you know, she writes for a living and she's kind of terrible at it. And I think she needs to get better. Yeah, okay. So, pay your bills. What does she want to do? She wants to upgrade 5 objects. Okay, that's just too faffy. We're not going to bother with that. You can do that. You can pay the bills, and then you can send a text to Victoria, just because you want to. Actually, send a text to everyone. Send a text to everyone, just so you know, pretend to be social. That's a thing I do sometimes. Just like, oh shit, I've got friends and things, don't I, that I should probably be communicating with. I'll just text everyone quickly. Friends are difficult, man. It's difficult to remind yourself to do things like that. Then fill the cat bowl. Because that's important. And then you need to show D'Artagnan some, you know, attention, because otherwise he's going to become a sad cat, and we don't want that to happen. Plus, it might make you feel better if you talk to him, and for some reason she can't pet him. I'm not entirely certain why. That might sort itself out once she gets back home. You know, The Sims is weird. Yeah, come on, come back home. My God, you literally work around the corner and you get a taxi to work. What the hell is wrong with you? I would walk if I lived that close to work. I mean, look, you can see your work building from your house. Just bloody well walk. What is wrong with you? Oh my God, can you hear the thunder? You might not be able to hear the thunder. I've just been watching one of my, I think it was part 5 I was watching after it had rendered, just to make sure that, you know, it's fine. Oh, don't stand out in the rain to text your friends. Go inside. What the hell is wrong with you, Magpie? Bloody hell, woman. Jesus. Yeah, and I was talking about how you can hear, like, the thunder and the sound of the rain and how it's so loud. And then when I was watching it back, I realised that I'd turned the sound down so much, the game sound down, so that you could hear me talk, that you can't actually hear it in the finished rendered version. And I'm going, oh God, the rain's so loud, and you can't actually hear it in the video. You might be able to if you're listening with headphones, because I have no idea where my headphones are. My earphones that I use for my laptop, my big headphones that I use when I'm on my gaming PC, yes, but they always seem a bit dramatic just to plug into my laptop. I can't plug that into my laptop, that's just overkill, that is, yeah. So, can you now pet him a little bit? I don't want to tell her to hug him, because she might go outside into the rain to do it, because, you know, Sims are stupid. Bigfoot! We're talking about Bigfoot again. That's good. And then, yeah, you can pet him, and then let him sniff your hand again, and then talk to him again, and that should do us, really. Yeah, putty cats don't need a lot of attention. You know what putty cats are like. You know, they want sort of 10 minutes of intense attention, and then they lose interest in you, and just, you know, usually after you've fed them, they just lose interest. It's like, yeah, I don't want you anymore. You are no longer of interest to me. So we'll get his social up to full. We can make him, you can mark her, and you can sniff her. And that would all be very cute and adorable. Oh, putty's the cutest thing when they do that. It's just so cute. Look at him. Look at his little... Okay. And then is he going to sniff her? Oh no, he's going to go outside and do his thing first. Right, fair enough. In that case, I want you to go and write an article. You should be able to... Where is it? Ah, too many options. I can't see what I'm doing. Write a positive story on Cyclone Sword. Yay! Write a positive story on him because he's your friend and you interviewed him. And apparently that's what being a journalist is. You just interview your friends and then write stories about them. Are you going to go outside? You're not going to do it in here, are you? Because I know it's raining outside and everything, but, you know, you're a good putty. You're a good putty. Yeah, you're going to go outside. There we go. Then you can come back in and play with your catnip mouse or something. Maybe I'll get some more toys out for him. What have we got? We've got a foil ball. Oh, putty cats love foil balls. We've got a plastic ball. Those are all dog toys. Cats can probably play with the dog toys, actually. I don't know for certain. Learn photography skill. We haven't done that yet. Fucking hell, I knew there was something I kept bloody well forgetting about. We've also got some comic books to read. And we've got festival prize tickets, which I usually use to buy my Sims an umbrella so they don't get wet when they're outside. I should do that at some point. Yeah, so now we enter the fun thing of sitting here watching Magpie write. Are you going to go to sleep? Or don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. You're the only thing here that's going to be even remotely entertaining. Play with the foil ball. You need to entertain the people, D'Artagnan. Magpie's not doing out. Look at her. She's just... Look at her just sitting on a computer like a friggin' boring person. I need you to do cute things to entertain us all. You know, do cute things. I've lost you. D'Artagnan, where are you? There you are, my darling. Yeah. You're going to pour the foil ball and then you're going to jump on it. I think that's exactly the same animation as with the catnip mouse, to be honest with you. But that's fine. Yeah, that is exactly the same animation. Oh well, move that over there a little bit. Hey! Did my house just get hit by lightning? Bloody hell. That's... Yeah, look at the rain dripping off the roof. Oh my god. Like I say, when it rains in The Sims, it really does rain. They don't seem to have just, like, light drizzle in The Sims. They have torrential downpour or nothing. It's like flipping it. And there's always thunder and lightning as well. Do you know how rare it is for us to get thunder and lightning in Britain? I mean, we're talking about once every 3 years or something there'll be a thunderstorm. I bloody love thunderstorms. Apparently they used to be more frequent, like my mum talks about when she was little. Like, they used to get thunderstorms quite often. But they're not so much of a frequent thing anymore. I mean, I remember even when I was a kid, we'd get more thunderstorms than we get now. We'd get about 1 a year, maybe. I mean, not like a huge amount, but about 1 a year. Last year, actually, we did get quite a few. We got 2 or 3. 2 or 3 thunderstorms. So, I don't know. Yeah, but I like a thunderstorm. And I like a proper thunderstorm with proper, like, blue lightning. You know it's a good thunderstorm when the lightning's blue and when it's forked. But it's very, very rare that we get those. Cyclone Sword got a much-needed ego boost from Magpie's article. Oh, well. How are we looking now? I've still just got a smiley face. I was hoping to have a very smiley face, but I've just got a smiley face. Is she going to play computer games? Yeah, she is. Well, go on then, Magpie. You've earned it. You can play a computer game. How's her rating? Oh my god. Oh, she's nearly at level 3. Why is it going up so slow? I don't understand it. I mean, she doesn't have anything that boosts writing, admittedly, in her traits. I wonder if it's brooding. Yes, your Sims level up slower when painting, cooking, or writing. That's irritating. Just because she's... probably just because she's not concentrating. Oh, she's become a nerd. Oh, that's good. So yes, the nerd thing, the social groups, that's what they are, came in with university, I believe, and you can become part of a social group. And there's nerd, jock, and rebel. Those are the 3. And you get it just from, like, you know, you become a nerd from doing nerdy stuff. And jock is the annoying one, actually, because you get points in that for doing things like playing pool and going bowling. Like, I've been known to play pool and go bowling. That doesn't sort of make me a kind of, you know, whatever a jock is. I'm going to admit my experience of what a jock is comes from watching American high school programs. But, you know, I love an American high school series, actually. It's one of my, what you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm getting indulgences. That's not the word I'm looking for. Guilty pleasures. That's yeah, it's one of my things that I really like but don't like sort of admit to liking is American high school programs. Yeah, I love shit like that. I love a bit of Riverdale. Riverdale's fucking mental bananas, I'm telling you. Riverdale has to be the most ridiculous, stupid, nonsensical rubbish I have ever watched in my life, and yet, you know what? It's weirdly compelling. Like, I can't stop watching it. It's just I watch it and I'm like, there is no reason why I should be enjoying this, and yet I kind of am. I like Riverdale, it's fun. What else do I like? It's kind of American high schooly. Well, I quite enjoy Sex Education on Netflix, which is not American, it's British. But have you broken your bloody computer again? Oh my god, Magpie. What the hell, woman? I'm trying to deck out your entire flat. I do not have the money to spend on broken fucking computers. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a fucking writer. You need the computer. Oh, she's a bit tired as well. Well, you know what? Screw you, Magpie. Have some food first. You can have hot dogs again. She's got a very limited diet, hasn't she? Oh my god. She's got a really limited diet. I need to buy her some recipe books so she can learn some better recipes. Have hot dogs again. Bloody hell. I bought some jumbo hot dogs for my jumbo hot dog buns. If you might remember me saying that I had ridiculously huge hot dog buns that I had got. Didn't know what I was going to do with them. I bought some jumbo hot dogs because they were on special offer. I feel like I say that a lot, don't I? Oh, they were on special offer, so I got them. I sound like such a tight-fisted... You know what, I am actually quite tight-fisted. That's fair enough. Her cooking skill's actually going up. Now that said that her cooking skill would go up slow as well, didn't it? But her cooking skill is actually, yes, has just become higher than her writing, so she spends more time cooking than writing, which is annoying. She wants to learn a new recipe. Yeah, I'm behind that. Have you already learned any more? Have you sort of learned any more just from leveling up? No. Fair enough. We'll get a new recipe for you to learn. Right, so she stacks like, what's that, like 6 hot dogs. Okay, so she puts 6 hot dogs in the microwave, and what comes out of the microwave is a single hot dog in a bun. That's amazing. Eat the hot dog, and then I'll let you go to bed and get a bit of an early night, because, you know, actually it won't be an early night by the time she's eaten the hot dog. Yeah, then you can just go to bed, and then at some point we're going to have to fix that friggin' computer. I hope you can fix that computer again. Her handiness is quite high, isn't it? That's like a high skill. Oh my god. Her handiness is at level 4. Bloody hell. I should have just made her a handyman. What's Puttycat doing? Still playing with the foil. Oh. Yeah, anyway, jumbo hot dogs. And I got them to put in my jumbo hot dog buns. And the jumbo hot dogs are, believe it or not, too long for the hot dog buns. They actually stick out the end. I was like, oh my god, I've got hot dogs that are too big for the ridiculously big hot dog buns. I didn't think that was possible. But annoyingly, they're quite thin. They're long, but they're thin. So I actually had to put like 2 hot dogs in each bun because the buns are quite like thick. So it was weird. As much as in some ways they were too big, in other ways they weren't big enough because they were long, but they were thin. And you know what? Contrary to popular belief, width is far more important than length. It's true! Definitely! I mean, especially in the case of hot dogs. Right, what's going on? Magpie's in bed, Puttycat isn't. Puttycat, would you like to eat something and then go to bed and then time should... No, don't scratch it, don't scratch it, don't scratch it. Sleep! And then time should speed up a little bit. As cute as it is watching you play with your foil ball. And then, you know, we can wait for the night to pass and I'll find something else stupid to talk about. Did I ever find the moon? No, I think you can only see it like in the morning when it's going down. Which is not how the moon works, but you know, that's fine. There's some more gemstones out the back of my house. That's the gypsy caravan, I can see up there. Oh, can I click on it from down here? Can I actually click on the gypsy caravan? Yes, I can, and I can go and get my fortune told. That's exciting. Yeah, there's gemstones outside my house. I might be able to collect them and get a bit of money. She wants to earn new title by increasing nerd influence. Yes, so I mean, like, the social groups have proper hierarchies and you can, like, earn levels and stuff and move up in them and things like that. Which I don't think I've ever really explored too deeply before. Oh my god, what can I get rid of to put that in? Oh, I don't know. How close is she to getting a promotion? Not very. Not very, I'm going to be honest. I'm sure that'll pop up again when she's closer to actually getting one. Mind you, it can be kind of difficult to increase influence. Because it's dropping all the time that she's not doing nerdy stuff. Her nerd influence is dropping. So, you know, you kind of have to find the time in between work and everything to actually do things. Hmm. Hmm. Sunset Valley's really pretty, isn't it? It's definitely my favourite neighbourhood of all of them. And I particularly, I enjoy sort of upgrading it to like put in all the new lot types and things to accommodate all of the what is the bloody word I'm looking for? Expansion packs. Oh, there's some horses down there I can see. Yay! Oh, the horses have moved up to the posh bit. Oh, hello horsies. Oh, look at you being all cute, sleeping standing up. Do horses sleep standing up? Is that a thing? I think they do. Yeah, so I love upgrading it to sort of, accommodate all of the expansion packs. I think it's the most upgradable of the neighbourhoods, actually, of all of them. Twinbrook's quite upgradable as well. Twinbrook's not a bad one. I quite like Twinbrook, but it's a bit grim. It's sort of swampy and stuff. I feel like Sunset Valley was definitely like the brightest and most colourful. All of the other ones since then seemed quite kind of grey and sort of a bit dark and gloomy. This is my favourite lot up here. This is a little residential lot, so you can build a house up here, like sort of hidden away in the mountains. And I had my favourite family ever that I created in The Sims. And I think it was before I had any of the expansion packs. It was like one of the first ones I ever created. And it was like, because you can, like the skin colours that you can pick in the character creator, you can pick like green and blue and purple and things like that. So you can create like very interesting looking Sims. And I created like a green Sim who, I mean, this was before the Supernatural expansion. Or before any of the expansions, she was just a green Sim. I mean, we didn't even have aliens and things back then, before the expansions came in. And I sort of made up that she was like a kind of, I can't remember, water nymph or something, whatever my weird teenage brain came up with, and she had to hide in the attic, and they had her hidden in the attic, but she was like, and they were all like, they were sort of, I don't know, part of like a weird family where they had like mad scientists and, people who are into, I don't know, like sort of witches and things, but it was before the Supernatural expansion, so I couldn't actually make them witches and stuff, but I sort of created this weird supernatural-ish family with this green woman who they had to keep hidden in the attic, because otherwise she'd have been taken away and experimented on. And they lived up here, like hidden away in the mountains, right next to the mountain lake there. Stony Falls, that's it, right next to the waterfall. And that was like my favourite family I ever created. And I created their house to look like the Jamaica Inn down in Cornwall, or is it Cornwall or Devon that the Jamaica Inn is? I think it's Cornwall, and it's like one of the most haunted places in Britain. But it's a lovely building, because it's like an old, it's old, and it's an old kind of inn with like the stables and everything, and it's a really nice kind of, it's a lovely, bleak and slightly terrifying but lovely building, and I made their house look like the Jamaica Inn. That was one of my favourite playthroughs, that was. Anyway, Magpie has woken up. 5 o'clock in the morning, an hour earlier than I woke up this morning, unnecessarily, to go in and do a friggin' hour-and-a-half shift. Not worth the bloody petrol it took me driving there, I'm telling you. Yeah. Anyway, not going to complain about an unexpected day off. Right, yes. So you do that, and then clean that up, and then have some cereal, if you've got time, and then you can go to work, and then we'll have the weekend. So come the weekend, we can do stuff like fix our bloody computer, try and scrape some money together somehow. Maybe do some interviews. I wanted to interview Connor, because after interviewing Cyclone and finding out that helped me get all of his traits, helped me learn all of his traits, I want to learn Connor's traits. Since Cyclone's actually become my best friend, but Connor was like my first friend, so I want to be buddies with Connor, because he was my first friend. And then there's Fiona and Victoria as well, but I'm not so bothered about them. I always think most of my closest friends in life have always been men. That's the thing I've noticed. I don't think it's because they're men. I'm not saying, I do always seem, the people that I always seem to get on with best, like at work and things as well, the people who I get on with the best are always men. Like I say, I don't think it's because they're men, but that's always been a thing in my life that, I've had female friends, but I always seem to get on better with the men, like the people that I'm actually closer to, the people who I, confide in more and find easier to talk to and things like that have always been men. So, you know, we're kind of true to life here, that the two people at work that I'm kind of, that, you know, she's kind of getting on with best are the two men. That is how it would probably go in my life. There's a puddle on the floor. Tell me nothing. Oh my god, the shower's broken again. Oh my god. I've got my headphones off again, so you'll have heard the sound effect for that, and I would have completely ignored it. Well, we know how she's spending her Saturday. Just fixing everything. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. It's because everything's cheap, so it breaks easily. But she's getting a handiness skill up, so she will eventually be able to upgrade stuff to be unbreakable. Or she could upgrade it to be self-cleaning. Or she can replace self-cleaning with fireproof. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. That would probably be a better idea since she doesn't have a fire alarm. That would be a very good idea. Or I could buy a fire alarm, but I think they're a bit expensive. I'm fairly sure the fire alarms in my flat don't have batteries in them. I've never checked, but I'm like 90% certain they don't have batteries in them. So hopefully my flat will never catch fire in the middle of the night. Probably won't. I mean, you know, it probably would actually. I'm not convinced that the electrics are particularly reliable. It's fine. It's fine. What's going on? She's cleaning up stuff and then she's going to go to work. Puddy is asleep. Oh dear, Puddy really needs to scratch something. Yeah. He's got proper red scratch there. He needs to scratch something. Is he going to scratch the scratching post? Of course he is, because he's a good Puddy. I love the fact that he's too little to get up here yet. Like the bigger cats, the grown-up cats would like be up here, but he's too little. He's just too little. He can't get up there with his little Puddy claws. Aww. Oh, you're so cute, little Puddy cat. Oh, you're so cute, Puddy. D'Artagnan, even. Oh, my cat, we always just used to call her Puddy. And this was... Oh, God, I might edit this bit out because I might regret admitting this on the internet. But, yeah, she was called Tegan, but we just used to call her Puddy. Right, and we just say, hello, Puddy. And then every time she walked into the room, we would all go, Puddy! Like that. She would come in and we'd just go, Puddy! Hello, Puddy! Like that, because we were mad, alright? Shut up. And then we started calling each other Puddy. And it was a cute family nickname we had for each other, right? So like my brother would walk in the room and I would go, Puddy! Or my mum would walk in and I would go, Puddy! I still call my mum Puddy sometimes, alright? Shut up! It's a cute family thing that we did. Just shut up, alright? We all started calling each other Puddy and stuff like that. And then, like, me and my mum used to work together. And I was talking about when I was self-employed. And we were sort of self-employed together. And before I could drive, once I was driving and I had my own car, I would work on my own. But before I could drive, when I was about 16, we used to work together. And we'd be out in the car together. And if we saw, like, a cat... you know, crossing the road or something, or on the side of the road. If we just saw a cat anywhere, when we were out, we would both go, Puddy! Like that, right? And it was a cute thing that we did. And then there was one day I was out on my own. And I was walking down the street. And there was about 4 people sort of, you know, in the immediate vicinity. And there was a cat jumped up on the wall and I just went, Puddy! Just like, I was about 20 years old at this point, just walking, you know, just a 20-year-old woman walking down the street on her own, and a cat appeared, and I just went, Puddy! And I suddenly remembered where I was, there were people around me, and I was like, oh my god! So there we go. That's a fun story. Yeah, anyway. Oh, I can't believe I've just admitted that. But yes, so anyway, that's why I'm calling him Puddy, because every Puddy cat is just Puddy, isn't it? It's just, hello, Puddy. Oh, she's improved her writing to level 3. Thank bloody God for that. Jesus Christ, how good are we on the writing now? Oh, she's only 2 levels away from sort of being, you know, in the green. So, yeah, she's got 2 smiley faces now. Like I say, they're not very smiley, but they're a bit smiley. So that's something. And she's in a very good mood again, so yeah, you know, as long as you keep smiling, you're more likely to get a promotion, isn't that right? You know, sometimes it's just, you know, sometimes it's better to have, like, a really good positive attitude and be, you know, a really likeable person than to actually be competent at your job. Sometimes that will get you further, Just, be agreeable as a person. Just be, someone who's easy to get along with and everything. Sometimes that will make you, more likely to get ahead in work than actually being competent sometimes. So, Okay, how is her relationships with her co-workers looking? Quite good, actually. She wants to be best friends with Connor, but I want to meet up with him at the weekend to interview him so I can learn his traits. I'm going to interview my boss, guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to interview my boss and then write an article about him. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we're only friends with D'Artagnan and not good friends yet. But I suppose, D'Artagnan's a bit lonely again, isn't he? Yes, I'm thinking we might need to adopt another pet just so that they can talk to each other. So that, because there's only so many hours in the day. And it's not that, I don't want to spend time with my putty cat, but I've got other stuff going on, I've got other stuff going on. I'm trying to get promotions and stuff, trying to get enough money to kit out the house and things like that. Trying to interview my boss and stuff. I'm surprised, actually. She's got 4 friends. She's got 4 good friends already. She's only been here like a couple of weeks and she's got 4 good friends. I don't think I have 4 good friends in my life. How many people do I count as like a good friend? Maybe. I don't know. It's difficult to sort of figure out what's a friend, what's a good friend, and what's a best friend. I mean, I don't have a best friend at the minute. I haven't since I was in school. That was, used to have a best friend in school. I don't have a best friend now. I've got a lot of friends who I've never met, which is interesting. when you meet most of your people through the internet, and like through sort of forums and fan fiction and Reddit and things like that, and people who, just people who write fan fiction about the same games as I do, that's mostly people on the same Reddit forums, Reddit subreddits, that's the word I'm looking for, Reddit forums. Subreddits, yeah, which is like the Dragon Age subreddit and the Mass Effect subreddit, and that's kind of it. And I do read the other subreddits. I read like the popular subreddits, that people post in and stuff. But I'm not actually on them. You know what I mean? Like when you're going through Reddit and it always like suggests these different subreddits, and you just sort of click on them out of curiosity, and then you find yourself reading about people's sex lives and things, and you think, why am I doing this? It's like I'm on Reddit to read about like Mass Effect theories. And reading like weird stuff like relationship advice. That's a good subreddit. That's always fun for a giggle. That's always, if you're having a bad day and you need to read about someone whose life is worse than yours, go on relationship advice. That's a great subreddit. But yeah. What was I talking about? How did I get onto Reddit? Oh yeah, so I've got friends who I've never actually met, but I do consider friends, which is kind of odd. People, because the thing is, when you go on the internet and you find like these little communities of people that you would never find otherwise, because there's only so many Mass Effect fans in the world, and of the Mass Effect fans that there are only so many who read or write fan fiction. There are only so many who are dedicated enough to actually want to talk about it and to care about different theories and things like that. That's a very specific type of person. The chances of meeting somebody like that in the town that you live in, quite small, really, unless you live in a big city. But if you live in a big city, it's kind of difficult to meet people, isn't it? Because there's a lot of people. So yeah, most of the people that you meet are through the internet. When you she earned 300 simoleons today, but only 299 yesterday. Is it done by like the actual like minute to minute? Is she paid by the minute? She wants to send a text to Cyclone. Oh my God, Magpie, you want too many things. Jesus Christ, woman. Okay, I'll tell you what. Don't come home. Don't come home. Don't come home. Don't come home. I want you to go and buy a recipe book so you can read that, learn a new recipe, get rid of that, then send it. Then we can put that in, and then you can send a text to Cyclone. See, I'm maximising lifetime happiness here. I haven't actually purchased any lifetime rewards for her, have I? Because this is the reason why you fulfill once. You fulfill once to get lifetime happiness, and then you can buy lifetime rewards. So we've got like 14,000 points. We've got nearly 15,000 points. I don't know. I don't really know what I want her to, have. Yeah, so you can get things like, so for example, no jealousy. You'll never have to deal with the negative effects of other Sims being jealous of you, which I believe means that, like, you can basically sleep with as many people as you want and they won't care. There's a better one for that, isn't there? Is it above reproach or something? Fertility treatment, which, you know, increases your chances of having twins and triplets, and increases your chances of conception, but honestly, getting pregnant is not difficult in The Sims. Yeah, is there not one it's like above reproach? Eye candy. Sim has an aura that gives all Sims near them the eye candy moodlet. Who could resist such a good looking Sim? Yeah, that literally just gives everybody in the room with your Sim a positive moodlet just because you're there and you're nice to look at, which, you know, I feel like Magpie should have that, certainly. I mean, obviously anybody who's ever in the room with me would have that moodlet. Above reproach, that's it. Public displays of affection will go unnoticed by Sims around the time. Or will go more unnoticed, it says. Basically just means that... I think that came in with the Generations expansion, because Generations expansion brought in reputation. Which is like... so if you're in a relationship with someone and you stay faithful to them for a certain amount of time, you gain, like, the... I think it might just be called faithful reputation. But if you sort of play around a little bit, you get a bit of a reputation. I don't really know what it does. I don't know whether it makes people react more negatively to you or not. But yeah, you get a reputation for being, you know, being a bit of a player. And there we go. That allows you to start over in the world of romance. No more reputation, no more hurt feelings. So if you want to just clean the slate. And long distance friend is a great one. That means, yes, friends will never become distant friends even if you ignore them for a while. That would be a great one for me particularly. That would be excellent. Maybe I should save up for that one. Although you also get that with the charisma skill. Actually, the charisma skill is, it's like one of the best skills in the game for giving you, like, benefits and stuff. Because, the skills, if you increase them, you can get benefits from them. I can't remember if you choose which benefits or if they're, like, automatic. Oh, that's right, it's challenges, isn't it? Yes. So, so for example, if you write at least 5 novels in a specific genre, to be known as a specialist for the genre, such specialists write far more hits and bestsellers in their particular genre than most. So each skill has these challenges, and if you complete them, you get rewards for them. The charisma one is amazing. You get some amazing rewards from that. So, yeah, you've got things like... I think it's if you have a certain number of friends... I can't remember what it is. It might be if you... whatever it is, anyway, whatever the challenge is, it results in, relationships never degrade, ever. So, like, if you're a good friend with someone, you will be a good friend with them forever. Or if you become best friends with them, you will be best friends with them forever. Like, relationships never degrade. And then there are things like... you can become really good at learning people's traits. So, like, the moment you... meet someone, you just basically get all of their traits, you know them immediately. And there are things like you get a boost to relationship from introducing yourself to people. So the moment you introduce yourself to people, you get like a huge boost in relationships, so you can build friendships really, really quickly. And, you know, if you're building a Sim who sort of has the kind of, you know, has a career or something where they really need lots of friends and lots of relationships and things like that, it's actually a really, really good skill to invest in. Because of all of the bonuses you get from it. Sims 3 is a very full game, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, it's a very full game. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Oh my god, £12,000 for simoleons for a recipe. Jesus Christ. Baked angel food cake is 1,000 simoleons. I'm assuming that's just angel cake, is it? But baked angel food cake, is that just angel cake? Because angel cake, I mean, I can make an angel cake. It's not that difficult. Bloody hell, stuffed turkey? Blimey, there's all sorts of exotic stuff that we could get. I know what I want. Where is it? Fish and chips. That's what I want, because that is one of my favourite meals. I had fish and chips last night. I didn't have, like, fish and chips from a chip shop last night. I had you know, frozen fish from my freezer with frozen chips and some peas from the tin. So, you know, it was like fake fish and chips that I have sometimes. That's one of my favourite meals. That's like my lazy meal when I can't be bothered to cook, because usually I would make like a curry or, you know, a stir fry or a casserole or something like that. But when I can't be bothered to cook, I've always got some fish and chips in the freezer that I can just shove in the oven, and I can have like fake fish and chips. You know, sort of pretend it's from a proper chip shop. And then, what am I looking for? Shop for groceries, that's what I want, so you can go and buy a fish so you can make fish and chips. Yeah, because that's the way I like to do things in The Sims. You know, if she was a fisher person, she could go and, like, get her own. She could go fishing and get her own fish and then cook it and make fish and chips. Yeah, Sims 3 is quite fun for things like this, you know. Sims 3 can be quite fun for stuff like this. You can get anchovy. Do you want anchovies? I've never had anchovies, I don't think. Do we have any proper fish? There's tuna. I mean, I like tuna, but that's not like the kind of fish you would have in fish and chips, would it? I mean, I know it makes absolutely no difference in The Sims, but swordfish. They don't have just like cod, do they? You've got lobster. I've never had lobster. I have a friend who's a fisherman. Well, he's my mum's friend, really, who's a fisherman, and he gets like prawns most of the time. I can't remember what season is prawn season. That's not like winterish. That's prawn. I don't know. Anyway, he gets a lot of prawns and lobsters, and sometimes he'll just like bring a lobster home. He'll just like bring a lobster, like alive, obviously, because you cook them when they're alive, and you just like here, do you want a lobster? But and then they'll cook a lobster, and I'm like, yeah, because my mum likes lobster, you see, so he brings her lobster, but I've never actually tried it because I don't really like I like fish, but I don't like seafood, if that makes sense. I don't like prawns and crab and anything like that, so I'm going to assume that I probably won't like lobster. Probably won't like lobster. You're a bit lonely. Don't worry, she's coming home soon. She's coming home soon, armed with a fish and chip recipe. She still hasn't learned the bloody photography skill. Oh my god, by the end of today, we will have learned the photography skill. Also, she's got 500 simoleons. I wonder if I can buy some stuff. What do we go for first? Do we want to go for... I don't know. Maybe I just want to put all my pictures up, because that won't cost too much money, hopefully. There are a lot of fun posters and things. Calendars, they only have... Is that a Puddy Cat calendar? That's a Puddy Cat calendar. I mean, you know, I've got a Disney calendar, but we'll put a Puddy Cat calendar up instead. That'll be fine. Yeah, okay, so... We need, like, posters and stuff. Okay. This is going to be a bit tricky, actually, because I've got... Okay, so over here I've got a picture of Samara. Obviously there isn't going to be a picture of an Asari from Mass Effect here, but we can get, like, we can find a picture of, like, a woman. That one's interesting. And that one does have her cleavage on show, and, you know... Samara always has her cleavage on show. That's the thing about Samara. It was fun. A fun fact, the first time I played Samara's recruitment quest, mission, whatever, in Mass Effect 2, I actually put it off a bit because I was a bit scared of recruiting like a 1,000-year-old Asari Justicar. I was genuinely, while playing Mass Effect 2, I was genuinely nervous about recruiting her. That's the kind of effect that the game had on me. And when I was going through her recruitment mission, obviously you meet a lot of Asari throughout it, and every single Asari that I saw, I was like, oh, is that going to be her? Is that going to be her? Is this one going to be her? And like the detective, whatever her name is, that you talk to, I was like, oh, are you going to be her? And each one wasn't. And then when you had like the cutscene where she was introduced, I was like, oh, it'll be the one who has her cleavage on show. That'll be the one I'm recruiting, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, next to her we've got Yennefer from The Witcher, and I have to say that picture, that's kind of a similar pose to the one that Yennefer's doing in my picture, although she looks a bit witchier in my picture, what with her being, you know, a witch. Did Supernatural not bring in a load of witchy ones? Yeah, they're quite expensive though, aren't they? They're bloody expensive. I mean, that one's a bit expensive. What else have we got? We've got like movie posters and stuff. I think we'll put that one up because that looks a bit Yennefer-y. Well, it doesn't really, but you know, it's a similar enough It's similar enough. Put that one there. And then that's going to have taken up already, like, a load of our money. Oh, my God. Move you up a little bit. A little bit. And down a little bit. Yeah, you'll do. And then I've got 2 here. 2 Dragon Age ones here. I don't know. Oh, that's a dragon. I don't have a picture of a dragon, but I would totally have a picture of a dragon. Yeah, this is the problem because, like, the room's actually smaller, I think, here than it is in the real. Well, not quite. It's just that the desk's bigger. Like, the desk should be half that size, really. And I've got a map of Thedas, like, over here, but then I've got other stuff, like, above the computer. But anyway, that dragon one, that would be a good one to put there, like, if it's going to go there. Is it going to go there? Looks like it doesn't want to go there. Or it doesn't want to go there because of the door. Yeah, because while that's not a map of Thedas, it is like a dragon one, so it could be Dragon Age. How much are you? Are you going to take up all my money? You're going to take up all my money. Going to take up all my money. And then I've got stuff over here as well. And oh my God, what has happened to that door? Why does that door look so weird? What? Oh, was the door burned when the meteor hit the house and I've just never noticed? The meteor that, you know, hit the house. Oh, I've got a burned door. Oh, that's fair enough. I'll have a burned door. That doesn't bother me. It adds character to the place, doesn't it? Okay, if we got some, like, cheap ones that we can put up somewhere. Because, yes, you've got things like this. Well, that's, like, spacey stuff. I've got some spacey stuff in my bedroom above my desk, which is here, which isn't here in the Sims world, but shut up. Yeah, like there-ish, I've got spacey stuff. We'll put some spacey stuff there, sure. And what else have we got? We've got, like, yeah, because I've got, like, posters and stuff up. They're mostly Doctor Who posters, but, I don't mind, you know, just random posters. Just make it look like a teenager's bedroom, because that's honestly what it looks like. Yeah, we can put a poster up there. I was up here, above my bed, I've got, like, the 13th Doctor and all of her companions. So, you know, we can pretend that that's a bit more American High School, but I've already said I love an American High School drama. Oh yeah, I love American High School shows, me. Oh, that's a cat thinking about some cheese. That's... yeah, I'd have a poster of a cat thinking about some cheese. That's the kind of thing I'd have in my room, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that for now, because I've used all my money. She's going to contemplate the hollowness of life. Oh my God. Haunted. There's a vampire nearby. Oh my God, is there a vampire I could meet? Oh my God. Yes! That's Anne-Marie Wilde. That's one of the vampires that I moved in and created. I created the Wilde family, and it's Anne-Marie and Damien, and they're both vampires, but they are like the loveliest, friendliest, most nurturing people imaginable, and they've just adopted a load of supernatural children. So they've got, like, there's a werewolf and an alien, and I think... I can't remember what the other one is. There's a werewolf and... Oh, it's a mermaid, yeah. There's a werewolf, an alien, and a mermaid, and who are their children who they've adopted. And they're just the most wonderful people. I know this is against all of your instincts, Magpie, but do you want to maybe introduce yourself to the vampire? You might have to wait until she comes back out. Connor! Hello, Connor! Oh my God, Connor! Whoa. Fiona's coming over to talk to us. Oh my God, all the journalists have descended on the grocery store. What the hell's going on? Introduce yourself to Connor. Well, don't introduce yourself. He knows who you are. Oh my God. Just ask him about his day. Talk to Connor. Hello, Connor. Hello. I keep getting interrupted. Oh my God, Cyclone's here as well. Jesus Christ. And Claire in her work outfit, which does nothing for her, I'm going to say. Because Claire's in the criminal career, isn't she? Yeah, because in the sim world, criminal is a career. You can join the criminal career. Look, you could, yeah, see, join criminal career. you can join the criminal career, and it's a proper career during which you get promoted. You can become a career criminal, literally. Maybe we should do that sometime, because it's actually quite a fun career to do. I've had quite a few criminal sims in my time. It's quite fun. Yeah, you talk to Connor. You want to become best friends with him, don't you? And she wants to meet a vampire. Oh my god, there's too many things she wants. There's too many things. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the nerd influence because I feel like there's too much going on in our life right now. I really want to wait for Anne-Marie to come back out so I can talk to her and maybe interview her. I can actually have an interview with a vampire. Oh my god! I can write an interview with a vampire. He's telling me jokes and stuff. Okay, Connor, I love you a lot, but I really need to introduce myself to this vampire. Oh, no. Don't talk to random people who are going to come and just... There we go. Come on, Anne-Marie. Just, come on. Yes, that's right. I want to talk to you. You're a vampire, and I'm a supernatural fan, and I'm surrounded by too many people, so I'm a little bit edgy. But, you want to befriend a vampire. Okay, we're going to befriend a vampire. Now, making friends is not a thing I'm great at. She can compliment her dental hygiene because she's a vampire. That's cute. That's cute. She can also consider her attractiveness. Let's not do that. She's a married woman, man, Magpie. Don't go flirting with married women. That's not cool. She's got a nice mood. Like, yeah, from a vampire. So you can be funny because you're good at being funny. That's one of your good traits. So you can do that kind of stuff, and then you can where is it? Get to know. I don't know if she has to know her before she can interview her. We can study together. What the fuck would we be studying? That's a bit weird. I can't seem to interview her yet. Ask a sign. I can't remember what style sign I gave Anne-Marie, but it might give us a boost. It never gives you like a negative thing. If learning someone's sign it'll either give you a boost relationship or it won't, but it won't like give you like a negative. So there's no harm in doing it. Yeah, they're being quite cute together. Is she a rebel, is she? Oh, that's cute. I'm a nerd. We kind of go together, right? Rebels and nerds like each other, sort of, probably, maybe. I would say I'm a bit of both in real life. Compliment her dental hygiene. Because she's a vampire. What else have we got going on? Talk about the supernatural. She might like that. No. Don't flirt with her. Don't flirt with her. My god, I don't want to become that person. Flirt with married women. Oh, you can impersonate a celebrity. Because I've got a good sense of humour, I can do shit like that, and I can goof around, whatever that means. I can talk about my feelings. Let's not do that right now, we've only just met. Gonna do is about comic books, though. That might be a fun thing to do. Can I interview her yet? I really want to interview her. Oh, the annoying thing about The Sims is... Oh, there it was, interview. Pisces! That is the best star sign in the world. Yes, that is probably the one Scorpios are supposed to be the most compatible with. And Pisces, if you meet a Pisces, okay, if you meet somebody who fits the description of a Pisces, I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna be all, I'm not gonna go on about star signs too much, because I know some people think it's a little bit weird. But yes, if you meet somebody who's, let's say, fits the stereotypical description of a Pisces person, I'm going to get on with that person really well. That's going to be brilliant. Am I impersonating a celebrity? Yes, I am. That's me impersonating a celebrity. I don't think I can impersonate any celebrities in the real world. I'm not good at impersonation. Actually, one of the things I find, like, if you want me to like you, if you can do impressions. I love people who can do impressions. I mean, aside from anything, I find it quite sexy, I'm going to admit. I find it quite sexy when people can do impressions, but I just love people who can do impressions. I love impressionists, impersonators, impressionists. People like Rob Brydon, There's nothing I love more. We're now interviewing her. We're going to interview a vampire. Yeah, there's nothing I love more when I'm watching, like, clips of Would I Lie to You or something like that than watching, she's smoking? Is that because she's a vampire? Is she meant to be smoking? Is that healthy? What's going on? I've never played as a vampire sim, actually. I've played as werewolves and witches and fairies. I've never played as a vampire sim. Have you interviewed her? Is it done? Or are you still doing it? We're getting a bit cold. Is it done? Is it done? I think it might be done. I didn't learn any of her traits. Did I? Did I learn any of her traits? Did we get cut off in the middle or something? She's going home. I don't know if we actually got through the interview. We do know her quite well now, so, you know. Oh my god, I haven't been home to pet D'Artagnan. Oh my god, everything's gone wrong. I'm so sorry, D'Artagnan. A vampire turned up and I got distracted. Okay, come home. Come home, come home. You need to pet your kitten, and then you need to learn a recipe just to get rid of that bloody thing. And then, hopefully, that one won't disappear before then. I feel like there are lots of things that I've got halfway through talking about and then forgotten about. I did this a lot last time as well, and when I was editing, there were so many things that like I mentioned and was going to start talking about and then got distracted and never got back to them. I started talking about Big Finish, didn't I? And then just never got round to explaining what Big Finish was. Is D'Artagnan feeling a bit better now? Yeah, we're going to give him a cuddle. We're going to give him a cuddle. Can we pet him while we're holding him? Is that a thing we can do? That should be a thing we can do. Yay! We can pet him while we're holding him, and then we can give him another cuddle just because we love him that much. And that'll hopefully make him feel a bit better. And I'm so sorry about abandoning you and how, you know, I'm now talking to you in the cold and the rain. Connor's come round. Hello, Connor. You've come round to my house, have you? Hello. And now you're just on your phone. You haven't even bothered to say hi. you just turned up at my house. I mean, do you want to come in, Connor? Is that why you're here? And you wanted to come in? What's going on, Connor? Are you going home again? Connor? Yeah, is he just... Oh my god, I'm starting to become seriously suspicious that Connor might be a serial killer, you know. I'm becoming seriously suspicious. I mean, what, he turned up at my house completely unannounced one time, which, you know, is fair enough. That's not the weirdest thing in the world. Then he strolled in through my back garden completely unannounced, like, what the fuck? And now he just turns up at my house, just stands there on his phone and then leaves again. I'm getting a bit worried about you, Connor. Right, he hasn't sent me any love letters or anything, has he? I'm surprised at that, actually, because often when they're attracted to you, they start sending you like love letters and presents and things, and it's a little bit creepy. But we haven't had any of that. Right, I want her to very quickly read that recipe because they learn the recipes really quickly, and then we can have some fish for tea. Did I actually? I didn't actually buy any fish, did I? Oh, for fuck's sake. Did I go into it and look at the fish and then not buy anything? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh man, Magpie, you didn't buy the fish. Oh bloody hell. How long have I been recording for? I'm checking my phone and I have no idea why because I don't know what time it was when I started. It's 11:40. Huh. I think it was about 10 o'clock. Okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to let her read this recipe and then I'm going to let her make some fish and chips because I'll just buy the fish from the magic fridge that sells fish. I can't believe I forgot to buy the fucking fish. I was in the shop. I mean, a vampire turned up. I got distracted. We'll go with that. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll let her quickly do this. Quickly do this. Come on, read the book. 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 Magpie, read the book. There we go. She now knows how to make fish and chips, which is her favourite meal. So yay! And then make some fish and chips. Just magic some fish out of somewhere. Throw some onions into the fridge and some fish will appear. You're gonna scratch the scratching post. That's fine. Make some fish and chips, and then you can go to bed. And then we'll carry on next time with all of this excitement.